類最強の聖剣とやらもその程度か。人間の幻想など、所詮子供魂よな。
Yeah, buddy, you're a lot stronger than everyone. His laugh is high-pitched, and it seems like it will carry over the burning air into the heavens. Is it that much fun? He doesn't even look at Saber as he laughs only for his own sake.
Saber!
Status screen. Gilgamesh. 182 centimeters, 68 kilometers. Kilograms, fuck. Yeah, kilometers large. Chaotic good. Independent action A. Gilgamesh, half god, half human. 2/3 divine, actually. That ruled in the Sumerian city of Uruk in the years before Christ. Yeah, old as shit. Not merely a legend, he is said to have actually existed. I think he does. There's a lot of evidence actually to suspect that there was a king named Gilgamesh. He was the king of heroes whose tale is recorded in mankind's oldest epic poem, the Epic of Gilgamesh. So divine as to be 2/3 god, 1/3 human. No others in the world would match him. He was an ultimate transcendent being that possessed all things in the world. He was originally a tyrant who did not care about his people, but his behavior slowly changed after he gained a friend called Enkidu. Enkidu was created by the goddess Aruru in response to the prayers of the people who suffered under Gilgamesh's oppression. Enkidu and Gilgamesh met as was fated, and they strongly affected each other. At first, Gilgamesh feared Enkidu as his enemy, but the two came to understand each other soon after, recognized each other as equals, and worked together to rule the country. Well, I mean, they don't say how they exactly met. He was, forged out into the wilderness or whatever. And, rumors spread that, this dude was being pretty fucked up as a king. They ended up wrestling for days. And then, hey, look, we're friends now. I mean, that's just how it goes. With Enkidu, Gilgamesh defeated Humbaba, a guardian of the forest, beast of the gods, and became the greatest and richest king of Earth. After this, Gilgamesh was so powerful that even the gods could not ignore his existence. One goddess fell in love with this Gilgamesh, Ishtar, the goddess of fertility, proposed marriage to Gilgamesh, the perfect king, but he rejected her immediately. Funny. That part is hilarious. Just like, get the fuck out of here. You fucked over every single other person you married. Why would I do that with you? This was because he knew he had her to be a witch, unfaithful and cruel, and the corrupter of all men. Ishtar became furious, feeling that Gilgamesh had insulted her. He had. To get revenge, she went to her father, the god Anu, and persuaded him to unleash the bull of heaven. Because of this unstoppable beast of the gods, 7 years of starvation and destruction hit the earth. Gilgamesh and Enkidu cooperated and faced the bull of heaven and successfully defeated it. The goddess' reputation was once again crushed. Ishtar's fury, of course, did not abate, and she asked the god of death to give death to one of the men, as it was a sin for a human to kill the beast of the gods. Ishtar's wish was granted, and since he was created by the gods, Enkidu could not resist the command and slowly weakened to death. This began Gilgamesh's downfall. Gilgamesh was shocked by the fact that death could come even to his friend of power equal to his. He was tormented by the fear of death, and finally traveled to the netherworld in search of immortality. At the end of such a long journey and many hardships, Gilgamesh obtained the miraculous elixir of immortality. But on his way back, the elixir was stolen by a snake while he was bathing, and Gilgamesh died of grief. It is said that the snake begins its life again in a new body after shedding its skin, because it stole Gilgamesh's medicine and drank it. Love it. Charisma A+, no shit. Divinity B, A+. He has the capacity for greatness, but since Gilgamesh himself dislikes the god, the rank is reduced. Wow, he actually reduces his own rank. King's Treasure, Gate of Babylon. The sword key that leads to the golden capital. It connects space and allows the user to freely take any tool from the treasure room. Needless to say, this noble phantasm will become stronger the more wealth the person has. Rank E to A++. His is A++. Anti-personnel, noble phantasm. Ea, Enuma Elish. Star of creation that split heaven and earth. Cutting the space by the sword of separation. Ea, the layer of wind compressed and accelerated, becomes a fake layer of time and space that smashes all who oppose it. Its attack power is so strong that elimination rank AC, or a counterattack with an equivalent damage level, is needed to defend against the noble phantasm. Damage is strength times 20, though magic may be added to strength at random. Its maximum damage is 4,000, but with the support of the Noble Phantasm and his treasury, the damage is increased even further. It has equal or superior output to Saber's Excalibur and its sword that cut apart the world. Rank EX, Anti-World Noble Phantasm, range 199, maximum target 1,000 people. Yeah. Can I get the weapons? No. I can't. Okay. There's no reply, but blood gushes out from her mouth as she tries to gasp. Yeah, Saber. Don't. My vision turns red. What was I doing? I knew this was going to happen. I knew Saber wouldn't be able to beat Gilgamesh, so why didn't I stop her with use my command spell? Because it's your last one?
しかし味気ない。完全にこちらの圧勝か。
I didn't doubt it, buddy. I could have told you that.
相殺することもできぬとは拍子抜けだぞセイバー。ああそうか、少しは手加減してやるべきだった。何しろ相手は女子供だったのだ。
His irritating laugh. The responsibility is mine. I thought she could win. No matter how bad it felt, I thought that Saber's Excalibur would be able to beat him. You're a fucking idiot. I said from day one, nah, she ain't gonna beat his ass. Come on. That's why even though I told her to stop, my command spell didn't react. Even though I told her to stop. I wasn't serious. If I really wanted to protect Saber, I could have made her run away using my command spell, and there would have been infinite ways for me to fight by myself. And infinite ways for you to die.
さて、ではいただくとするか。汚れてしまったが、何？いずれ同じ目に遭うのだ。ここで傷つこうと問題はあるまいよ。
You know, if it was me personally, nah, not my thing, you know? Broken and bloody? Nah, not my thing. But you do you, buddy. The laughter approaches. I'm not going to be able to stop him. She must have noticed that as Saber faintly opens her eyes.
Saber,
do I look alright? I can see her breathing, but I can't touch her even if I reach out. My body still won't move and I can't even run to her. So I can only call out to her.
Saber! Saber! Saber!
Ouch. Saber's mouth opens. She breathes in as if asking for help and coughs as if even that is painful. Because it is! She's broken. Run. Sadly, yes. She raises a faint voice, telling me she cannot see me. Gilgamesh just slaps you. Ow! I can't say I'll help her. I'm on the ground too, and I can only move my arms. I can only call out to her and encourage her. She can't even see me in this ugly state. No, you're good. You're good. She speaks in a soft voice and looks at me with no light in her eyes. You know, I ran away at Berserker. I would leave the planet in this state. She says something absurd while coughing up blood. Even though that's still gonna be the wrong answer. My vision turns red with anger. I completely depended on Saber unconsciously, and this is the result. I can't even stand up after a sudden attack. I grab my head with the only arm that moves. I want to kill myself. So I put strength into my hand as if to squash my head. What the fuck are you doing, buddy? Stop. What? A firing hammer goes down. I take the switch to turn myself into maggots and smash it with the hammer instead of my finger. Ah, well, this is gonna end well. Tosaka's words. She says magic beyond one's level will destroy the caster's circuit and nerves. So what? She's more important than that. If I can't protect her, I don't need my body. And yet you yell at okay, you know, whatever. She has helped me many times. There never has been anyone I cared so much about. So, if I can't protect her, Imiyashiro can just die here. I can hear sounds of metal. Metallic magical energy reinforces all the bones of my body and all the broken parts of my body. I'll give it everything I have. I'll put it in the highest gear and the highest rotation from the start, and ignoring my limits, I'll create as much magical energy as possible. You can fucking heal yourself? Oh my god. My spine catches fire and my whole body grows red hot. I bite my tongue to bear the feeling of my brain melting. I bite down on the pink flesh. If I can keep my consciousness just by making a hole in my tongue, there's no problem. Yeah, who needs a part of my tongue?
Nani?
The fuck are you doing? The footsteps stop. His laughter stops as well.
シロ、何をしているのです。ダメだ。そんなことをしたら体が。
Don't worry, I got this. She must feel it even though she can't see it. Saber screams, trying to get back up. That makes my last powers turn on. I stand back up. The body that wouldn't obey me starts to move because of the magical energy poured in past its limits. This is like setting my body on fire to make it run towards water. Yeah, that's smart. But I don't care. It's better than watching Saber get hurt. That's right. I finally realized with a mind that's about to burn away. From the beginning, I swore to hold the sword because I didn't want to see her hurt.
逃げてと言っているのに、どうして?
I don't fucking know. I mean, I commend his spirit. I'm not that dedicated. I'm more like, I want to live. I don't want to fucking die. That's Gilgamesh. I would love to talk with him though. I don't think he'd talk very much. I'd love to. Oh my god. That's... If I could summon a servant, he would be the one. Oh my god, that would be... goals. I'd summon an archer servant. Oh my god. I like both archers too much. Too much. I have struck the enemy. Saber is behind me. No? I cannot even take one step backwards. Yeah. Okay. He's just gonna keep walking past you. I hold down my brain, which is rolling around on fire, and manage my mind. I am imagining only one thing. I'll divide the projection into 8 sections and create the lost sword. I feel something hard in my left hand. I just want Gilgamesh to say, "Oh, that's cute! Have this one." I don't even need to look to check. The second manufacture of the sword proved successful without slowing down even once.
いえ、それでもダメだ。シロも分かっているはずです。
Look, if I'm gonna create something, I'm creating a giant that's what I'd create. Oh, a cylindrical sword that can split heaven and earth. I've read Enuma Elish. I should know how to do this.
動けるのなら、今は逃げるのが。
That's what I would be doing. Fuck the sword of promised victory. That can go to hell. I'd rather the sword that splits heaven and earth. Yes, please. That's a lot better.
逃げない。セイバーを迎えに来たんだ。なのに、一人で帰ることなんてできるもんか。
I ready my sword. I hold the sword heavier than a shinai and glare at the enemy.
やめてシロ。この男はそんな。
Literally beyond your imagination. I shake off Saber's words and step forward. There's 4 meters between us. If I step forward with all my might, I'll be able to attack him. The enemy doesn't move. Oh, cute. Gilgamesh watches me for a second and laughs. I don't want to die, though. He says in an emotionless voice. I instantly block the sword swung at me. Yeah, and here's like 8 more. I sway my body to the side to avoid the attack. Yeah, what do you expect? But I'm not fast enough. If the first attack was a sudden gust, the next barrage of attack is a raging wind. The parrying is all I can do. No, I wouldn't even have to been able to block the first attack by myself. It is fortunate that I also reproduce its memory when I reproduce the sword. A sword with a long past holds will and experience. This sword must already be familiar with such attacks. Yeah, the thing is, I think he's just fucking with you. He could end you immediately, but he doesn't want to. I can't judge Gilgamesh's attack, but the sword is able to. So the sword reacts to the attacks before my hands do. I swing to follow the sword as if, as a result, I can block his attacks. But that doesn't last long. My fingers numb every time I swing, and slowly I cannot catch up with the sword.
雑種見苦しいにも程がある
He must dislike even the slight resistance. He glares at me in anger and retreats a bit. Thank God. If he had kept attacking me, I would not have lasted more than a few seconds. I take a deep breath and try to control my breathing, and then...
薄汚い偽物めそれほどそれが気に入ったのならば本物を見せてやろう
Oh, yes. He takes out a sword. That is a familiar sword. The ornamentation on it's different, but its true nature, the idea of its creation, and the soul are too close to those of this sword.
まさかこの剣の原型
そうだだが宝具としての精度は比べるまでもないぞお前が持つ王を選定する岩に刺さった剣は北欧に伝わる支配を与える木に刺さった剣が流れたものだがこれはその原型王を選定するという聖剣の大元だ
The sword of supremacy in the tree, Graham. The demonic sword of Sigmund, hero of Northern Europe, its original model.
子は親には勝てん天輪を続けるごとに劣化する複製は原型にはかなわぬということだ
Well, I mean, sometimes they can... Ow! Light runs. The sword understands better than anything that this is the same attack that terminated Berserker in one slash. It must be projecting its owner. The sword in my hand goes for the enemy's sword with its utmost power. The name of the noble phantasm is Caliber, and the golden sword of assured victory, but... It is destroyed without a trace by the sword called Marduk, the original sin. I hear something sliding on the ground. Sliding. Is the ground of the park slippery because it's level? Why am I sliding on the ground? I slid across the ground and finally came to a stop. Ow. That voice makes me realize I'm still alive. I just don't have my lower body.
なんだセイバー割と近くに
Wow, how'd I get here? Thinking so, I'm relieved. It felt like I was blown away, but it's fine if Saber's nearby. So all I have to do is get up and I can run to Saber. Huh. Why don't I have my legs? I look at my arm while I still lie on the ground. It's red. My arm is surrounded by a red membrane that's no blood. There's no blood coming out of it. I lost my arm!
動くなもういいから動かないでくれシロ
I lost my arm, didn't I? I can hear Saber's voice. It seems my body has been injured. That attack. I'm sure I was blown away by Gilgamesh's sword. So the wound must be... Oh, I see. Now I understand why Saber's acting like that. I can only move my right hand. Oh my god. He took my left arm off. My left hand won't move. First of all, I don't know what has happened to it. Oh, it's over there. 80 feet that way. Oh, wow. I can't even breathe. Diagonally down from my left shoulder. As my body is cut from the shoulder down, it's separated like a Lego piece, the pieces that didn't fit together. Oh! Oh! It looks like a ginkgo leaf. Don't know what the fuck that is. I've been cut from my shoulder down to my waist. Ah, that's a better description. Wow, I never knew my intestines looked that color. I'm dead. It's strange that I'm alive. You're going to die. But the miracle should run out. Soon run out. I'm barely conscious right now and my vision narrows by the second. First of all, my insides will fall out if I move. Maybe I'm already dead and my mind is lingering like a ghost.
なんだ見事に散らばったと思ったが存外にしぶといのだななるほど生き汚さだけが雑種の取り柄というわけか
I appreciate it. He laughs. Honestly, I'm thankful. The more irritating he is, the more my mind stays conscious.
だがそこまでだ貴様に獅子は似合わんその女は俺がもらう
Why it doesn't... What? Footsteps. The sound of him walking to obtain Saber for sure this time. Weapon screen. Grom. Demonic Sword of the Sun. Grom. A demonic sword of ruin and glory that Sigurd, did I name him Sigmund? Oh, fuck. The greatest hero of Northern Europe, possessed in the Volsunga saga, is the model of Caliburn, the legend of King Arthur. As Caliburn was the chosen sword of the storm, Graham was also chosen sword in the mighty tree of Volsunga King. The legend of Graham and its possessor Sigurd is a story filled with glory and ruin, as one would expect from a great hero. During Death Nibelungen, sure, I said that right. Holy fuck. Composed later in Middle Ages Germany, is the story of a knight equal to the legend of King Arthur, and the sword Graham changes its names and appears in it as Balmung. As the strongest demonic sword, equaling the strongest holy sword, is even possesses the special characteristic of Dragon Slayer. Is there anything else? No, there's not. God damn it! Give me something. Oh yeah, I need to save. There's. Okay, the answer is going to be to stand up, but so let's not stand up. I try to get the wrong answers and it ends up being right half the time. The laughing voice approaches me. As soon as I put my hands down to get up, lightning runs through my spine. Every fiber in my cell in my body is telling me I can't fight anymore. I can't get up. Even if I do get up, I can't beat this guy with my body like this. As soon as I admit that, my body stops trying to stay alive. The power that was protecting him, Yoshiro, up till now starts to fade. Wow, that was quick. My consciousness clouds out. With my dying mind, my life ends as well. Fuck. Dead end. No shit. That was quick. I expected... No. Oh, what? Why am I hanging? Ow. What the fuck is this? 203 chain. Oh my god. How did you hit me 203 times?
信じられないであります。まさかこのタイガー道場にやってくるヘビーゲーマーがいるなんて。っていうか、こんなとこに来ちゃダメなんだから。早くあの金ピカをやっつけて、セイバーをちゃんと守ってあげないと怒っちゃうんだから。
Yeah, you first.
それでいいのか、ブルマ。
Oh my god, the art of her is amazing.
ああ、チース先輩。まあ、本当は悔しいけど、ここまで来たらちゃんとかっこいいとこ見せてほしいかなって、そんなとこです。さあ、道場はここで早く選択肢に戻ってパパーっと決着つけちゃいなさいしろ。
Well, I mean, obviously that was the right answer. Never give up and all that good stuff. But I mean, come on. The odds. Let's... why not? I put power into my right arm. My right hand. I grab the ground and raise my half-sliced body. Here, have another sword. Ow. I see Saber's face for an instant. She looks like she's about to cry. I'm proud of myself for falling in love with her. What? What? I don't know how those two go together. I raise my body with one arm. The fact that she's about to cry, that makes me happy I fell in love with her. It's just odd. It's just odd. I raise my body with one arm, my legs won't move. The magical energy that forced my body to move is depleted. The only thing remaining is my beating heart and my organs screaming in pain.
ほう、未練か。だろうな。あれはお前には過ぎた宝だ。その気持ちはわからんでもない。ならばこそ他の男の手に奪われるのは悔しかろう。
Look, I just don't want to die because Ren's staying over there. I want her. Like, the servant's nice and all. Saber's great and all. She's a good number 2. That being said, sorry, whatever. Never fell in love with her. Give me the girl at my school. It's so much easier. Easier to explain, too. That does it. I can't stand us talking anymore.
だから奪うとか奪われるとかセイバーを物みたいに
Yeah, welcome to the Legend of Gilgamesh. Yeah, no shit. Are you saying she's not? Is his response. I put my power into my arm. Is there metal in it? With a creaking noise, my body reacts to my wishes. Just kicks him. I get up on one knee.
言うこと
Oh, that's cute. You're kneeling towards me. I put power into my body. As I do so, the things I need to live flow out. Oh.
もう無理だとどうしてわからないのです。
Oh, it is. Saber's voice is almost insulting. She's a long way away. From a distant place, she is watching me in vexation. I ignore it and keep trying. Saber's voice is just a burden. Not my body nor Gilgamesh, but Saber is my greatest enemy now. Because if she objects with an expression like that, my mind will die. Finally, my knee finally has strength, so all that's left is to
いら
stand.
ない。あなたの助けなどいりません。敗北した以上、私はすでにあなたの剣ではないんです。
Sure, I think it's the best idea to retreat right now.
このまま消えるのがサーバントとして当然の結末ではないですか。
Saber's voice, damn. If she interrupts me anymore, I'll get mad even at her.
やだ、やめてくださいシロ。それ以上はダメだ。本当に死んでしまう。こんなことであなたに死なれたら私は。
Do it for her! How can she say such selfish things without knowing how I feel?
うるさい。いいから少しは黙ってろ。こういう時くらい頼っていいんだよ。
I
お
can't?
前は。
それは違うシロ。優先順位を間違えないでほしい。私の身などどうでもいい。そんなものよりあなたは自身の命を第一にするべきだ。
Yeah, sometimes though. And it's a point where you have to put your life on the line if you want what you want. She sounds like she's begging. My mind almost collapses thinking that I'll make her sound like that. But still.
俺にはセイバー以上に欲しいものなんてない。
Gilgamesh rolls his eyes. Oh my god, shut up! Stabs him. I can't accept her words. Saber looks at me in astonishment. I don't know why she looks like that, but I remember. She told me I was a fool who didn't know the value of his own life. I think she's right. It's too conceited for someone who can't even think about himself to try to help someone else. Whoa. He's becoming self-aware. That's just complacent happiness, and it's an unstable happiness for the other party. You're getting it. The most important person is yourself. He's getting it! He's learning! A little too late, but he's learning! Good. That kind of person probably can become happy and share their happiness. Yes! You're doing it! Good, buddy.
俺は確かに自分の命を感情に入れてない。
I was wrong about what's most important for me. Since that day, that seat has been empty. But I'm grateful for the abnormality, because I'm the empty seat. It's sitting a person I want to save from the bottom of my heart.
けどな、セイバー。もし俺が自分の命が一番大事だったとしても、きっとそれ以上にセイバーは綺麗なんだ。
That makes me realize I didn't feel sympathy for her. The girl I saw in my dream. She fought alone and died alone. I thought she was unrewarded, but at the same time I was charmed by her. I just thought she was beautiful. She pulled out the sword and ran through her life without looking back. Her life was so brilliant.
そうだ。だから。
So I have to protect her. So that you all alone won't be engulfed in darkness in your last moments. That's right. So then your last moments on the verge of your death. So that you can be proud of your life. My doubts disappear. My path is so clear.
俺、セイバーが一番好きだ。
God damn, I can't wait until Rens are out. Yes, if I get that, I'm done, because that's what needs to... Just replace Saber with Rin and I'm preaching to the heavens. You know it.
だからあんな奴にお前は渡さない。
Good. You're still gonna die, though. After I say that, I regret apologizing to her. But I had to say it. I wanted to say it now at this moment because there would be no impurities mixed in my words. I hear her gasp. I wanted to turn around and see, but I won't since I can't really see anymore. I get up. I can still fight if my heart is beating. My magical energy is my life. As long as my heart is beating, I'll keep on recreating her sword.
よく立った。で、その後は何があるのだ?
I have the sword. Oh wow, didn't we already discuss this? I feel a burning heat in my right hand. Perhaps because I'm close to death, I remember 10 years ago. It's a terrible illusion. My body feels like it's still that fire. In that fire, reaching out for life.
お前にセイバーは任せられない。
I raise my right hand and say that.
たわけ。誰が貴様の許しを得るか?
Yeah. Good response, you know? The enemy raises his sword. No shit. I hear Saber's voice from behind me. I ignore it and using my remaining magical energy, I project the sword once more. Then he takes off my other arm, and I'm stopped by that light. Even though I'm not as strong, it's not as strong as Excalibur, the light can burn away anything it touches coming for me. Feeling the heat on my body, I don't think about my death, but about Saber behind me. She'll be dragged in like this. So I have to at least protect her. I said I'd protect Saber. Yes, I wanted to protect her. She's strong, but at the same moment, it could have broken down at any moment. So I have to hold steady. She's like a drawn sword, so I have to help her so she doesn't get hurt. And then, before I realize it, there's something in it like a sword in my right hand. Whose voice was that? The hesitation is only for an instant. The same moment the Golden Knight, the absolute victor, retreats. What? Saber takes my hand. Hello? The rising light stops. Right beside me is Saber. Right before me is Gilgamesh, opening his eyes and bleeding. Hello? What? I don't know what happened. I don't either. But I know this is a repeat of the battle against Berserker. Saber used something I made and defeated Gilgamesh's sword. A light pushed back his light, and it must have injured him, who was unscathed up until now. Oh yeah, now he's gonna be pissed. Can we leave now? A frighteningly murderous intent. It seems like he needs to kill everything he sees in order to calm down. But the Golden Knight leaves steadily. I don't even have time to be surprised. I'm so butt-fucking confused. I don't know why he left. I don't either. But even my fading mind knows that the battle is over. Hello? My knees give away. Oh, what? What happened? All tension disappears and my body falls to the ground. I'm so fucking confused. Saber instantly supports me. With Saber supporting me, I look down at my body. Oh, hey, look, there's my legs. 12 meters that way. I let out a gasp. My wounds are so bad they cannot be treated. This hurts like a bitch. My body cut from my left shoulder should have died instantly. I must be barely alive because of that healing power, but it must have its limits. My body is almost split in two. I'm sure nothing will be able to fix my body now. I can't even tell if I'm still breathing or not, and my consciousness is starting to fade. The end is near, but the fortunate thing is about Saber. I have a fatal wound, but it seems Saber is just fatigued. She's unarmed now, and her wounds are completely healed. So even if I retreat now, Tosaka should be able to do something. She's not a fucking miracle worker. What the hell? That sound again. A sound as if my bones are creaking is coming from my body. I look down at my wound. There are many swords. What look like the blades of swords are layered on top of each other and crowding together to connect my separated body, making that sound. What the fuck? I feel dizzy. Feels like every bone in my body, every muscle in my body is made out of swords. What the hell? No, okay, no. What? There's no such thing. It must have been my imagination, as my body is just fine. As proof that my separated body is starting to connect and my cuts are healing quickly. It's more like restoration than healing. This is more creepy than strange. I'm so fucking lost and confused. What? What?